Hi, everyone, and welcome to our first Sit and Sip. I'm so glad to be here with all of you as you are navigating this new time of shift and change and difference there in life. And today is just about having coffee. So I hope you've grabbed your cup of tea. Everyone always laughs when I have this. If I move it up towards the camera, it's actually bigger than my noggin here. But I promise you, it's a big mug of hot green tea, but not as big as it appears on camera. So I hope that you've filled up your cup. I want you to view this as a casual opportunity to take a break, take a deep breath and pause in your day, and just dive into some very valuable content and some simple strategies that you can use now to help yourself. So let's take a sip and we'll get started. I'd love to cover off on a few things, just administratively, so you know. While you can see me, I cannot see any of you. So I very much rely on the chat feature, which is in the little black bar on your screen. And if you don't see the little chat bubble now, if you just can click on the three dots that say more and click on chat, and you should have a little chat box come up. I want to kick this time off with the first question of what is stressing you out most right now? This time is for you. I want to focus on your needs and challenges, and we're in a very casual environment. So if you can share with me what is stressing you out most right now, I'd love you to put it in the box. I'm going to type a quick hello so you can see what it looks like, and to all the panelists. And you should be able to type into the chat box what is stressing you out most right now. This little series that we've put together is all about how to manage this shift and change, because what I'm hearing from clients and friends and family every single day, someone's asking, and what do we do? I'm stressed out. I'm managing the kids at home now, and I don't know what to do to manage my own work, and the dog is constantly at my heels, and my husband is maybe home as well, working from home, and we're confined. So we're in new territory that we've never navigated before. This is a Stress Awareness Month. I just learned this morning from my wonderful teammate, Mona. And it's time to figure out how we can best manage this. So each part of the 4-part series will be a break in your day to have a little tea or coffee. Join me to talk about strategies that will help most during this time. So I just want to take a brief second to look at everybody's stressors. Okay, I've got spouse, I've got inability to read the tone and nonverbal cues of coworkers. Absolutely, that's hard through remote learn or from remote connecting. Just how to stay connected and maintain the office culture. Other folks have elderly aging parents that they can't be with, which is really, really hard. Limited human interaction, getting healthy food that you need. That's incredibly difficult right now when things are pretty scarce in the grocery store, and maybe we're scared to get out and go do that. So I'll talk about that. Going to work and putting your family at risk, difficult decisions at work related to this crisis. There's a lot going on right now. People are in turmoil, and finances aren't always the same in every business. And so a lot of problems that have no good answers right now. And then how concerned do they need to be to say hi to kids or friends from a distance? Yeah, we walk the neighborhoods and everybody's like, going into the grass, from the walking path. It's just a different time. So feeling guilty for using some of my work day to volunteer to sew masks to help support her sister who's 800 miles away, and I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, experiencing anxiety attacks. This is real, you guys. The anxiety is a lot. So I'm really hopeful today I'll be able to help you. And if one has just lost their job, how to restart in this environment. Okay, let's kick off with some, I appreciate you, number one, sharing. It's not an easy space to always hop into someone that you may not know so well and just start sharing, but I really appreciate it because I'm going to focus then on your needs. So here's how I'd like to do this. I'm going to provide you a couple of key foundational principles that I believe help everyone. And then I'm going to dive into some of these specific worries, concerns, and stressors so that we can move forward. And another person just added falling back into old habits. It's so easy right now. I feel like it's people have the mentality that I call the vacation mentality. It's just structure is off. We feel like everything's amiss. Just kind of like on vacation, we give ourselves permission to eat whatever we want to eat because I'm on vacation. I don't subscribe by that, but I know plenty of people do. And I used to in the past. So it's hard, especially when you're stressed, not to feed into those cravings and such. So the first thing, before we dive in, I would love for you to just maybe close your eyes, set your hands on your lap, relax your shoulders, and just take 3 deep breaths with me. Breathe in through your nose. Pause and exhale. Like a little silk ribbon of air is leaving the body. Breathe in through your nose, filling up your whole abdomen. And when you fill it all the way up, take a little extra in. And pause. And then exhale. That little silk ribbon just leaving the body. And along with it, some of your stress is leaving too. Take another deep breath in through the nose, filling your whole abdomen. Give it a little extra at the top. Pausing. And exhale like a little silk ribbon. It's nice and smooth and even. Exhalation leaving the body. And when you get to the end, give a little extra push. Get all the air out. It's a beautiful blessing to give your body the gift of breath. There's a lot of staleness that resides within us with air because we're not fully expansive with our intake of breath, and typically we're not fully releasing either. So at a minimum, let's take breaths every single day because that will reduce the cortisol levels in your body and help mitigate the stress, the impact of stress that your body feels. It's very simple, it's free, it's portable. We're gonna start this way every sit and sip because this is a break for you in the day. Let's talk about structure first, and then I'd like to dive into healthy communication because that's our focus for today's call. So when we get into a space that feels different, right now most of us are probably in a safe shelter, and if you're not on a safe shelter, if it's not commanded to you, I'm sure you're quarantining and social distancing and keeping yourself and your family and others safe right now. It's very different and it's difficult because now we're in a space of home constantly. And while you might be working, it looks different. Maybe when you went into the office, you were getting up at 5:45 and showering, grabbing your breakfast, saying hello to the family before they get off to school and work and such. And then you're driving in, you're getting ready for the day, and you've got that mental space to prep and plan. And then you get into the office and you're feeding off the energy of your team. And now maybe you're sleeping in a little later because you don't have to get up at 5:45. And you're showing up to your new office space in your pajamas because you don't have to see anyone today. And it's just not easy to navigate this. So the first thing I would offer from a structure perspective is please enter into each day with focus, purpose, and goals. And even if that is meaning that you're furloughed or you're laid off or you've been let go from your job, you can still have a focus, a purpose, and a goal at hand. And that will help drive our need to get up, to shower, to get presentable for the day, and to make a positive contribution in whatever way you choose. I often tell people to try to set those goals or ideas the night before so that you go to bed knowing that tomorrow morning I'm going to hop up and I'm going to start this purging project if I don't have work right now, or I'm going to connect with a friend, or I'm going to figure out how to use this Zoom platform so that I can create a game night with my family. Have a purpose and a focus. And if you're working right now and you're managing the needs of family at home with kids or aging parents or caring in different ways for your family members, you still have to have that focus and goals and purpose, but it needs to be a little more outlined. And we're going to talk about that in the communication section of our call. So for the first thing, focus, purpose, and goals. And that needs to include our food as well. So let's touch on that for a moment, because in order to stay healthy, we've got to fuel the body with healthy items. And that goes back to those beautiful plant-based foods that I talk about all the time. I've been fortunate in the organic section of our store for produce. There's typically a lot there. I think people are focused more on the non-perishable goods. So this is your opportunity. If you don't want to go to the grocery store yourself, you could use Instacart or some of the other delivery options that the grocery stores offer to bring those goods to you. And then you can wash and sanitize everything once it is delivered to your doorstep. But those plant-based foods like leafy greens and vegetables and whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, fruit, those all provide the body immense amounts of phytonutrients. We're going to talk more in depth when we review how to boost your immune system. But I wanted to talk about structure because even my son, bless his heart, is getting into this pattern where he has access to food all day now. And he's kind of bored at times, quite frankly. He's missing his friends. And so I just see him in there munching away. And we've had to have conversations about fill that space of boredom or confusion or sadness or whatever emotion you might be feeling. Fill that space with something creative, productive, or just be still. But let's not use food as a source of comfort and a source of filling a space that's needed, right? Because that will get us into trouble. We'll tend to focus on high carb foods, sugary foods, things that will put us right into a sugar burning cycle, which is not so healthy for our body, short or long term. So make sure that you have some structure around your meals. Figure out what you're making for the 3 meals of the day and stick with that. And if you need to have a snack because you went out for an afternoon walk or whatever, then let's make sure that it's something healthy. You know, an apple with some nut butter or hummus with some veggies, you know, something to that sort. And the other thing that I would suggest from a structure standpoint is to start and end your day with positivity. And do it all day long for that matter, but at a minimum, let's start the day and end the day with something positive. So that does not mean that you wake up in bed and you immediately, you know, get your phone and start going through emails in your calendar and start, you know, stressing or worrying about the day to come from a work perspective. I'd like you to start with something positive. Wherever you are spiritually, that can look like prayer. That could be meditation. And meditation, you guys, you don't have to be an expert. Meditation just means getting still for a moment, giving thanks, giving gratitude for what you have in your life, and just starting in a positive manner before you go hop in the shower and get ready for the day. And then do the same thing at the end of the day. And I highly encourage you in your structure to limit your amount of exposure to news and any negative incoming factor, which could mean don't be watching Pandemic and Outbreak and murder mysteries and like horror films during your time in quarantine. Fill it up with things that are positive, that make you feel good and are providing you good energy and momentum to go forward. So those are a few things from a structure perspective. Number one is focus, have a purpose, and create some goals every single day. Make yourself get up and get movement. Start in a positive manner. Make sure there's structure around your meals and how you're managing your work hours. The second part of structure is I want to share with this idea with you because I don't want you getting lost for too long. A few weeks ago, I had wrapped up a keynote in Las Vegas. I was supposed to go directly to Chicago. That got canceled a day and a half before the event. So I had to switch gears. I came home and then everything started. We went into social distancing shortly thereafter, into safe shelter. And I had a week where I'm a speaker and nobody's having meetings right now and we're not traveling, which I very much honor and respect. But phone call after phone call, email after email, for about a week's time was, sorry, we're canceling, or sorry, we have to postpone. And it was really challenging to go through that week of, sorry, I had a little computer glitch here. Go through that week of, just negative call, if you will, after negative call, even though I knew it was coming. And I kind of felt a little bit in a funk that week. And I didn't have the mind space to say, Ange, get creative here. Give everything you can to everyone to help. That's your purpose and your goal and your focus right now. And things will work out. But it took a little time. It took about, 3 to 4 days for me to be able to get into that space. But I did it, and it was with conscious thought that I was able to get myself there. And I imagine for those of you on the line today, I know some of you are in the front lines working in healthcare industry and treating the patients who are coming in ill. Some of you have been furloughed. Some of you have been let go from your job. Some of you are managing a full-time job with lots of other things going on at home. Don't get lost for too long. Please take deep breaths. Recognize it is what it is. Know that we cannot control it, but we can choose to participate in a beautiful way. And that way means don't worry about overhauling everything at one time. We just have to start somewhere. And that somewhere can be with one choice, that today I'm going to focus on X. And today I'm going to have a purpose of serving and connecting. That was my purpose. And then what are the goals going forward? What's your goal for this day, maybe this week? Maybe you have projects that you've wanted to work on forever and time never allowed you to do so. And one of the hidden blessings is that you get to do that now. Don't get lost for too long. If you feel overwhelmed and you don't even know where to start, just look at something, whether it's the email box, whether it's a kitchen cabinet, or writing, I don't know, a biography. Maybe you've always wanted to do that. Set your timer for 15 minutes and promise yourself that you're just going to work on it for 15 minutes and see where it takes you. And the last part about don't get lost for too long is connection. Our fulfillment, how we feel inside, our fulfillment about achieving a desire that we have, it's how we want to live life. And when we are fulfilled, we feel whole and joyful and complete. And that comes from connection with other people. And so we need to stay connected. Please do that virtually. If you need help on how to run a Zoom call like this, where you can see everyone, this is webinar format, but they have Zoom rooms. It's free. You can connect with your friends and family for about 40 minutes every day if you wanted to. Give us a shout. We'll help you. And my website's just angelagaffney.com, and our email and phone are right at the top right-hand corner. Mona or myself will be happy to help you stay connected. The second part of this is communication. Now, I know I'm jamming a lot into a very short period of time, and then I want to get to some of your stressors and questions as well. In any event, self-talk, number one, from a communication standpoint. When we are in our own isolated little space in our offices or at home for hours and days on end, the minute we have some self-talk that gets a little negative or a little constricting or a little difficult, man, it can spiral quickly into more negativity, more negativity, more negativity. That's why I encourage you, start your day positively, end your day positively. And anytime you have some constructive, ridiculous, negative thought come to mind, or even a worrisome thought, like thinking about your parents who you cannot see, or maybe family members who are thousands of miles away, like mine are, hopeful that nothing comes to be. We can't control those things. So let's release what we cannot control. And the one simple way, I know this sounds kind of hokey, but it works. Our subconscious mind reels all day with negative thoughts. And a lot of them are just repetitive. So it's this broken record playing over and over. When you find that happening and you realize and you're aware of it, just simply say stop to your thoughts. This is not serving me for any great purpose. And I'm not going to focus on it anymore. And then switch that thought into something positive. What do you have control over? How could you start this day? How could you participate in a new way? I am courageous, or I am capable, or I am strong. Whatever it is, those I am statements can help switch your mindset, which then allows you to move forward in a better fashion. Limit your news exposure, like I said, and let's not be watching, somebody put in there, so we shouldn't be watching Tiger King. I'd say limit your exposure, right? I have not watched that show, so that's probably why. I guess if there's some horror or mystery in it, that wouldn't work so well for me. And then make sure, for if you're in the thick of it, and you're working in the industry where you're caring for ill patients, that has to be a really heavy load to carry. I need you to breathe, and I need you to come home every day and say thanks for, be grateful for whatever blessings you can find in the day, because I'm sure there are many. You just have to be able to see them, and then release what you cannot control. Just by saying, God or universe or whoever, like, just please take this from me because I can't get rid of the worry myself. And I choose prayer. You don't have to if that's not your thing, but meditation or just asking the universe or whoever it is that could help you from a bigger perspective, give that over to them. The last thing from a communication standpoint, express your needs. And if you are a leader, please express your expectations and give people your thoughts on flexibility during this time, so that it's a very clear picture here of what we need to be doing as a workforce, as an employee, as a leader. People have so many what ifs in their mind right now. Be very, very clear about your needs and expectations and where you are in flexibility. And life looks different right now. So you've got to communicate your needs to your family members, communicate your needs to the kids, and make sure you have some healthy boundaries in place. And what that looks like is having a little family meeting. I typically do it at dinner, where I say, okay, kiddo, you've got this going on live tomorrow with your schooling. You've got this, whatever thing you're doing, crafts or whatever. I've got calls at 9 and 11, so you cannot interrupt me there. We kind of get a gauge and create some structure together. I'm blessed, my kids are both in their teen years, so a little easier to manage than wee ones at home. But you have to have those conversations and create some boundaries, have blocks of time where colleagues can connect with you to idea stream. And maybe they vent, but I'm gonna tell you right now, don't let venting sessions go on for a long time. Your conversations need to be positive, uplifting, and solution-based. So even if you're discussing an issue, which there are a lot of issues right now, everyone should be coming to the table with a solution-based idea. And make sure you block out time and some structure for family connection, because even though you're all in the same house, it can still be very easy with technology and everything else and TV to just bury yourself separately. And that's not healthy either. Come together, have some healthy communication, state your expectations and needs, and that will help you eliminate some stress in your life. Okay, so let's talk about a few big stressors. Falling back into old habits. I've got to tell you right now, you have to consciously choose how you want to move forward with this. So make sure every day when you think about your focus, purpose, and goals, set a standard for yourself that day, that you're going to do everything you can to support your body, and just focus on putting one nourishing food or making one nourishing choice into your life. And the more nourishment we put in, it's going to start crowding out the need for the not so nourishing stuff, sugar and whatever. So start with one choice and let that one choice keep building on the next. How to restart in this environment. You got to get creative. There are people who still need your help. Amazon is hiring, grocery stores are hiring, Instacart people, Uber Eats. I mean, if I have to, I'm going to go do those things, and you can too. There are businesses who are flourishing right now, and others who are really hurting. So be creative and know that all possibility exists for you. Be open to what it might look like, because it might not look like what we think it's going to, but there's something there. So just start, do something, have a focus and purpose. Let's see here. Okay, if someone's experiencing anxiety attacks, if you can lead them to Andrew Weil's 4-7-8 breathing technique. It's incredibly powerful. It will help reduce depression and anxiety. It will help people get sleep at night. And I would encourage you to look, if there's anxiety challenges, look into some essential oils that might be able to help, that she could get her hands on at a grocery store, if not ordering from doTERRA or one of the other groups. and make sure that she's doing relaxing things. So maybe an Epsom salt bath, a mineral bath with lavender oil in it can all help, and make sure magnesium could help too. So drinking some Calm, it's called Calm. It's a powder, it's flavored. It's magnesium that will help relax muscles and just reduce some of that feeling in the body. So saying hi to kids or friends from a distance, listen, we need that connection. Let's make sure that we're doing that. So if you're out for walks, I always say, hey, how's it going? Or hey, have a great day. Give a smile. People need that more now than ever before. Don't approach them. Just do it from afar, but we need that connection, so keep it going. And if they have a challenge with it, just say, I'm sorry, and move along. People are going to respond in a lot of different ways. We've got to give them permission to respond however they're going to respond, and give ourselves the same. But I know that I want to offer that smile and that connection to everyone, and hopefully they take it in a beautiful way, but it's their right not to if they choose not to. Let's see. Someone shared about a lot of wicked problems at work that have no good answers, only less bad answers. It's a difficult time. I would encourage you to think about how you communicate through that, because you can very much care for people and still have to say, here's the situation. If there's anything we can do to help. I don't know the specific scenario, but communication is absolutely probably the first thing to think about, because it's not often the words we say, but how we say them, and be very mindful about that. If you want to reach out, you can connect with me for more on that. Going to work and putting your family at risk. If you don't have a choice, you've got to do it, right? That's your living, and you've got to be able to make an impact for your family and live life and have what you need. So take every precaution you can, as I'm sure you are, but you've got to release the worry and concern. I remember I was standing in the grocery store. I shared a blog, maybe you guys read it, but this woman behind me, it was before we all went into safe shelter, so I had filled up my cart. I wasn't hoarding, I had no toilet paper in the cart, but I got a lot of food, right, to live off of for a couple of weeks, and for the 4 of us and for our pets. And this lady behind me kept saying, gosh, aren't you so worried about, this and that, and people are taking all the food and all the toilet paper's gone, and how long are we going to be in quarantine and this and that. She was so riled up and anxious about everything. And every time she said, well, aren't you worried about this? And I'd say, no, I really believe that if everybody's taking the food now, then when I come back, there'll be more for me, because they're already set, and she said, well, aren't you worried about, people being here when we're here and getting sick? And I said, no, it is what it is. And I'm going to take every measure I can to protect myself and my family and those in my community. But the fact of the matter is, we're all at risk. I cannot control it. All I can do is make sure I'm washing hands and all of that. So try to release the worry and just take every step possible. Shower off right when you get home, wash those clothes. I'm sure you're doing all of those things, but it's about, getting rid of the worry and concern. And it's no different about being scared to go to the grocery store or the safety of unpackaged food, etc. Do the best you can to wash it, get delivery if you need to. But those worries, you guys, that we can't control, they're just going to negate the health of our body even more. And it's just not worth it. No human interaction, just phone calls. If you can, learn how to use Zoom. WhatsApp is a fantastic, it's like WhatsApp, but it's WhatsApp, A-P-P. It's on your phone. I connect with my family, my nieces, my nephews all the time through that. You can do face-to-face calls and video calls and see each other and share pictures and, text. So there are lots of opportunities. Reach out and have someone help you connect that way. For taking care of aging parents where maybe you can't be in the same room. I've seen people, I don't know if you can go through the window. I've seen a lot of interaction like that taking place. Sending notes if you can, or little gifts of some sort just to let her know that you're thinking of her, etc. That is just hard. It's hard being away from each other, but it's for the better of the folks. So, but express your needs and love, and let them know how much you care about them. Now let's talk about maintaining the office culture and reading tone and nonverbal cues with coworkers. Those are two difficult things right now. The best thing that we can do from my perspective is be very real in your communication, have heart-to-heart talks, and make sure that you understand where they are today. And it's not to say that you have to dive into their personal matters and things like that, but just check in with them and ask how you can be of support. And from a office culture standpoint, you got to keep the connection there for that culture to remain. So make sure that you're blocking out time for your colleagues to get together. When you're on Zoom, you can do these little breakout rooms and you can select people to connect. You can do fun things like have them ideas stream or be creative or innovative about a challenge with work or, you know, process that you need to come up with. There are lots of ways to make sure that you're carrying forward with that, but it all starts with the communication piece of it. So make sure that you're mindfully and consciously reaching out and asking, you know, what's going on for them and how are they feeling and how could you work together to support. Everyone, let's take one deep breath. I just threw a lot of information at you. I hope that you found it helpful and maybe a little inspiring. If you could do me a favor, we're right at the 9:30 mark. If you could just go into the chat box and say, Ange, this is the one thing I'm going to do from our sit and sip today. Put it in the box so that you're committed to doing this one thing. It's going to be your one step you're taking today and every day forward to build on higher quality choices as you go. So pop that into the chat, and I will leave you with this. We can have all the conversation in the world. We can take breaks and sip on our hot tea. Nothing, though, changes unless we take action and implement. So don't worry about overhauling everything. Just take the one thing that you pulled today that was effective for you and focus on that. Let it be your starting point. And then we can all work together from there. So I just want to say people are going to, wow, we got a lot. This is fantastic. They're going to take deep breaths, more deep breaths, and you're welcome. Affirmations are absolutely necessary. Please do that. It keeps us in a positive mindset. Check into that 4-7-8 breathing. It's fantastic, and set boundaries. I love it. Starting and ending the day with positivity. Heather's going to structure her day. Let's see, Karen's going to plan meals, and John's going to stay positive all day long, every day. Hey, listen, give yourself space to feel what you need to feel, okay? We don't have to be positive Pollyanna 24/7. I love where you're going with this, but if you have stuff come up, just express it. Just don't get lost in that little party for too long. So I love that. Start the day with gratitude and prayer. Eat better. Oh, thank you for the sweet compliment. You look fabulous, she said, and I appreciate that. Breathe and don't get lost for too long is another one. Someone said they're going to do the positive thoughts and prayers first thing in that bedtime. And another's going to identify her purpose and goal for each day and focus. Let's see, stop watching all the news. Listen, just pick your reference point or your sources is what I'm trying to say. I have two sources I go to. I only go to them on the computer. I read all the headlines. I figure out which I might read in full article, and that's how I stay abreast of things. And then go from there. So enjoy your projects at home. Tackling the bedroom closet. I love it. That's fantastic. And reach out to me about Zoom. I'd love to hear from you, Elizabeth. More deep breathing, and let's see, more focus, purpose, and goal. Thank you, Don. It's great to have you here. And each day, as well as bring solutions to any conversations. Be solution-oriented, guys. It helps move all the conversations forward. And take deep breaths. Donna, you're missing everyone. We all are, honey. So connect, connect, connect. Use some of those apps, Zoom, WhatsApp. Jeannie's going to do yoga. You're so welcome, Michael. Eat more fruits and veggies. Take more deep breaths. And oh, thank you. I do live what I preach, so I'm glad that you see it in me. And having purpose, Menka said, for each day. So, Lori, this is fantastic. Stop reaching for my phone first thing in the morning. And you're so welcome for today's Sit and Sip. I will see all of you next time. We are recording this. It'll be available on my YouTube channel. So if you ever want to come back, please do. Big hugs from me to you from Colorado today. Take great care of yourself. Reach out if you need anything. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Oh, and look in your email box. We have a fun special coming your way for all of our community, and you might love it too. Take care, all. Be blessed, be well, and stay positive. Much love to all of you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.